Yes, Massive Recruit back once again with another video. For those who don't know, my live stream has been crashing recently due to the fact that my computer had some issues with it. And it turns out I had an option because I had to update to Windows 10 on one of my PCs, the PCs I do the streaming on, and by updating to Windows 10 everything went pear-shaped. It wasn't communicating with all my Mac and stuff like that, and all my screens weren't sharing, and it was just a big mess, and I was unable to start the live stream. So I spent the Saturday night going through it to fix it, and I ended up having to update my Mac as well, turn off updates on my Windows XP PC, but the thing is, it's not in Windows XP Pro, so I had to go into the registry and mess about with it and stuff like that. Sort of video tutorial online anyway. But what I ended up doing was updating to Mac OS X 10.13, I believe, which is High Sierra, and then all of a sudden everything started going pear-shaped. The Mac wasn't working, OBS was playing up, and it was just a complete disaster. Got it working the following day, went to do a live stream last week, and then it was dropping out on the USB, and it was just a complete mess. It was a disaster. If you watch the last stream, you'll see. But in the end, I seem to have pinpointed the problem down to my Time Machine backup, because I've got a 3 terabyte drive which I back up all my system on regularly, and that started clicking. Because I noticed before that I heard a clicking noise coming up to everything, and I kind of ignored the clicking noise, which is not a good thing to do. But that was a sign that the drive was going faulty and going down. Now, having a faulty drive on the USB bus was causing my whole computer to sort of stagger and shut down. Because usually with Macs, they're usually really good. You don't normally get viruses. You do get viruses, but you don't normally see them. And they're pretty rock solid for the most part. Now, when there is a serious problem, like usually if it crashes a lot, it's usually a hardware problem, and that's when I started to realise, I started to suspect there was something wrong with the hardware. So because of the way every single program was crashing, and in the end I couldn't update to all the latest versions of the OBS software and stuff like that to get all the computers talking. So I took the plunge and I updated my Mac for the first time in years. It's because I've now it's been working rock solid. Anyway, once I unplugged this drive, everything seemed to be working a lot better. The computer's flying again, but I also, because I've updated to High Sierra now, I need to get new memory for the computer, and I literally just got a stick of memory now. And apparently there's a guy on eBay, and it's called Mac Only, and with Mac Only he gave me these terminal things to do on my computer, and I typed in a couple of things in terminal which brought up the processor model, and then when I told him the processor model, he said to me apparently my Mac could take 64 gig of RAM instead of 32, which is recommended by Apple Macs. He says sometimes along the way people upgrade the processors, and mine is a 12 core Mac. It's 3 gigahertz 12 core Mac, and I'll tell you what, it is a beast. It renders quickly, it runs loads of plugins, it's rock solid. It's not the flipping price of the new Mac out that's going to cost you a house, but this thing, it tears through. And to find out it can take 64 gig, this guy does a great deal on 64 gig. I have not seen anywhere else do it as cheap as this guy. So cheap isn't always better, but I'm giving this guy a review now, and I'm going to just literally just put this, I'm going to have to dig out the memory from my Mac, pull it all out. I know there's wires behind there, it's pretty snug where it is. I'm not looking forward to pulling out all the wires and stuff, but I'm going to swap the memory around, and wish me luck, guys. They're definitely the same RAM type. So we're talking 4GB RAM, DDR3, 133 CL9 times 4. So that gives me 16 meg of RAM. I've only got one memory riser board in this particular Mac, so I can't go any more than 64, but 64, man, that's the most amount of memory I've ever had in a computer. So if this works, and it works solid, rock solid, this thing should be a beast. So I'm going to put these away safely, because obviously these are my go-to memories, just in case this doesn't work. But from what the guy was saying yesterday, he seemed to know his stuff. So just a quick look in my Mac while we're there. I've got quite a bit of dust still accumulating in there. There's not much to do about that. 4 hard drives. These are hard drive slots. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got one of these. What are these? Is an SSD, I think. I think my main drive's an SSD. I'm not sure. Yeah, look, my main drive is an SSD drive. What size is this drive, man? SATA 6GB speed. I think it's an MX500 anyway. I think it's a 500 gig. Oh no, look, 2000GB. Holy crap! This is a 2TB solid state drive. Wow. Now, this drive, I've got. Do you know what? I'm not messing with my computer, man. This is. I know it needs the dusting, but I'm not going to mess with my computer. It's working. Right, so that's all closed up now. I've got to put the power cable in. Oh, made a noise there. Right, this is the moment of truth. Lights on. Is there a chime? No chime. Oh, chime! We got chime! It's coming on! Ah, what? It's booting up, so that must be a good sign, right? It's booting up quicker. I think we've actually nailed it, guys. I'm going to give this guy a big shout out if this pulls off. Mac Only on eBay, the guy's name is. Second monitor coming on. Alright, don't worry about that for the minute. I'm not sure what's going on with that. But let's see. Well, it's booting up with the memory in there, so it must be working. Just that monitor's playing up, but I think that's just a connection issue because where I pulled it out of it. Ooh. Right, this is the moment of truth, guys. It does feel like it's chipping. About this Mac, 64 gig of RAM. No. Oh my gosh. So guys, there you have it, all working crisp and nice. I've been running the Mac sort of literally till late last night, building tunes, and I've noticed that even video editing and also using all of the apps and stuff is much better. The only downfall is that I've updated to High Sierra and a couple of you know, VSTs and stuff are not working and they're not 64-bit compatible and stuff like that. But as far as I'm concerned, the memory is it's powerful, man. I can actually feel the difference when I'm video editing. There's no stagger on the computer when I'm moving it. It's cutting through you know, video editing like butter. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please comment down below. I want to know what type of computer you use and what operating system you use to make your music and do your multimedia and your video stuff. I want to know what you use to do what you do. Please consider subscribing if you like videos and want to see more like this. Smash the like button. Take care. God bless. Peace.